Hi everybody, this is Debbie from Deb's Thing. It's been a few weeks since I've done a tutorial. I've been busy making the bling or breast cancer bracelets, which I got in the mail today, and that was really fun. So now back to business. This is a design I called Promise. It was actually, I made it several months ago, and it was previewed in part 2 of my introduction as 7C. So I am using every bar, every brace I have to put this together, and I will try to give you a long shot to see how I did it. It's pretty stable in case you want to do it double length. I'm sure most of you do because one length is pretty short. So sorry for any mess you might see in the peripheral of this, but you know, get it as far up as I can get to this. See. Whoops. Sorry about that. But anyways, I'm just trying to get you guys to see what it looks like. There you go. Alright. I'm going to put my camera down here. I've got it all funky over here so it stays overhead. Okay. Sorry about that, but it's a lot to look at. So it is in the like a arrow shape. So you go up each level. And I just got a bunch of new colors, including the pearl, neon pink, and yellow. So it's like, you know, what do you do with these? This is a real funky color. Whoops, I need to send back down. Sorry, I am so out of practice. So I'm going to go wild here, and for the colors. The color going up the center, and just right here, A color, I'm going to be using the Jelly Rose. B color, which is the white. This looks like the Starburst flower, but it's a little bit different. I don't know if I've done it before, somebody else has done it before, but after you see the tutorial, you guys can let me know. I did this probably back in March, I'm guessing around March of this year. So it was a long time ago, and it was previewed in May. So for the B color, which goes around, I'm using neon yellow. I found this at Michael's, and I'm not really into neon colors, but you know, it's fun to change things up a bit. And then for the, like here I use just kind of a rainbow assortment of colors. I am going to make all of them the same and use the pearl, neon pink, and yellow. So let's get going. Since this is a pretty thick band, I'm going to want my connections here double. So I'm going to use color A, and I'm just going to place, oh my gosh, I'm not even on screen here. Let's see, this is going to be so difficult. Like 3/4 of this is off the table. Okay. Let's see, pushes down. Okay, my little square to keep me aligned is not where I need it to be, but let's go. Let me see. So now you're going to place your A color band here and here, and then here and here. Okay, and then we are going to place the A color all the way up the middle, as far as you want to. Like, I think for the bracelet I sent to Christy, is it at Chidaro T? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her combination of her first and last name. I think I did 9 little flowerets here, and it almost went around my little wrist. But I think if you did the full loom, it might be too big. It's a hard call. Let me show you my wrist here. The wrist. This is how it fits. So 9, you know, took it about, probably think about that much space. So maybe 10 would work for you. I know, it's a lot of work to like, So anyways, let's see. I guess I can do this real quick on camera. I'm going to go off camera. I'm not going to move my thing on, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to put that up the middle because it won't take that long, and I don't think you need to see what I'm doing. Just one band over another as in a single chain. And one thing I do is when I get up here is I usually, for my wrist, when you see the second set of bars starting, I go 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops, 6. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 bands, and that's plenty big for me. If a couple of designs I did, I think my ripples, when I did all the little golden beads and put the pearls in the middle. Which one was that? Yeah, the ripples, I'm sorry, for the Bling for Breast Cancer contest. I did it this long and it was way too big for my wrist. But that's okay, I have a smaller wrist and it'll definitely fit plenty of other regular size ladies. Okay, so we got that done, and next, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because I'm watching the clock too because I have to go pick up my daughter in a couple minutes. So I'll get you started on this. We are going to place A bands like this. I think we do this, right? Yes. I am so out of practice. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just going off camera and going to start this over. I'll be back and give you the proper instructions. I'm not going to erase what I just had because, or maybe I will. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, I realize I'm a little out of order, but placing these up the center will not interfere with what we have to do next. Next, we're going to take our B color. So you can just leave these here, but don't start the ones I was just doing there. That was my bad. Okay, now we're going to start the same as with the Starburst. It's called Starburst. First bracelet I ever made. And you're going to go up each side for as many of these little flowerets as you want. I think most of you know how to do this. It goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I have no idea. This is going to look really crazy, but I'm sure some young person's like, wow, or some throwback from the hippie era. Yeah, man, groovy. Actually, I like to do it like this. Sorry, 1, 2. Nope, never mind. My instructions say otherwise. Got to mirror the image from the other side, so it comes out looking balanced.
Oh, what do you want, sugar?
My phone's ringing. So as you guys can see,
What is this?
I'm just going to be doing this all the way up. And on this side we'll be going like this, okay? Sorry I'm a little out of sync here, but we will get through this. Okay? This is what my loom looks like. I've made 9 of these little flower perimeters, and you should have it look like this. So what we're going to do now is place after all bees and before. Okay, doing this in the right order. Place 2 here and 2 here. Now, if you guys are unsure of how long you want to make this, why don't you fast forward to the end where I, put it on and show you how big it is on my wrist, and then you might, can judge, so you can if you need 9 flowers, 10, 11, or even fewer than that. So, whoops, did you see that? I placed one here, and then one here and here. So finished off that. Now, still using the A colors, we are going to just do this all the way up. Not much to watch, so I'll just show it a couple times, and then go off camera and put them on. Okay, just like that. This one side, then the other. Just, you know, keep it the same. Left side, right side, left side, right side. All the way up until you can't do it anymore. And I will be back. So here is the loom. Very carefully holding it here so it doesn't fall apart. With the kind of arrow, looks like an arrow design up the center. Now the last step is similar, pretty much like doing the starburst, but it's a little different. We're still going to do the 2 o'clock here, but we are going to start like this. We're going to make triangles. I don't know if other people have done this, but I played around with this way back at the beginning of the year, and I may have done it on other tutorials that I have have published, but I don't remember. My memory is impeded by several factors which I've discussed with you, most of you, on IG, Instagram, and I'm not going to talk about them here, but I just have difficulty with my memory sometimes. You also will want to cap, as you would, any starburst, but this is just a little different. So I'll show you a couple times. So you're going to do 6 bands, but instead of just doing them straight, you're going to put them into a triangle shape. And then you cap it. What the heck? And it's trying to figure out what that... Oh wait, I know what it is. That was that little bell there was my tablet. Okay. Then you do the same. I'm not doing the mirror image on this one. Doesn't really matter, I think. We will find out, won't we? So this is all we're going to be doing all the way up both sides. This might be interesting, these colors here. I know they're blinding. The hot pink and the neon yellow totally reminds me of the 80s. I worked at a clothing store, one of those early ones that kind of had discount pricing, overflow from other stores. And I was an assistant manager, got 30% off. Oh my gosh. I had all the great colors of the neon colors of the 80s. I was one styling young lady. Just great memories. Okay, I'm sure I had shoes in those colors too, because the shoes had to match. That's how it worked back then. The shoes had to match the outfit. So I will go off camera and do all this, you know, the triangles on these little flower circles, and then be back to show you how to turn it into a bracelet. Okay, that took a little while. Put 7 bands on each little floweret there. But here we have it. These colors are looking really crazy. I hope this looks as nice when it's done as it does on the loom here. So, lastly, we are going to, actually I am going to double, because I put 2 bands on the other end. I want to make a thicker connection here, because it's a 7 bar wide design. So we're going to beef up. You can actually see. So I don't know if you saw me. Did you see me? Just double this up. Two of them, double them, and then stretch them over. So there's that. Now we are ready to roll. So my instructions say we are going to do like the starburst. You know, take the one that's on top first, and we will be bringing it over to both. Oh, I should have mentioned, make sure you have stretchy bands. Whoops. I have to make a note to maybe put that, a little caption there. So we are just going to go around each one, something you all are familiar with, who, you know, I think mostly everybody's done the starburst design. Okay, so we're going to do that up both sides. I'll show you over on this side. It's the exact same thing. Just kind of hold your cap there so it doesn't pop off. Let's see, and then grab the next one that's on top. And if you did put non-stretchy bands, you know, just tug it out a little and get it stretched before you go and do this to prevent it from snapping. I think, you know, I've had some trouble with the pearl bands, you know, the round pearl ones. They kind of break without much, you know, tension. So have to be extra careful with those. But anyways, I think that's enough to show you. I think it was on screen both times. I'll do one more over here in case I wandered off screen. Just take the one from the top, just like you do when you're doing the starburst, except you're bringing it over its two base posts. The triangle has a top and it has the base. Oops, I goofed. Mess, screwed up. So what I'm going to do, excuse my language, let's see, I am going to turn it around real quick so I keep my order correct. Is that one? This I forgot to loop this one, and I went over to this one. Okay, so let's put them back on in the proper order, and make sure I'm under where you can see me. And let's do one more. Okay, that one just slipped off. I thought it snapped, but it didn't. And just pay attention so that you don't miss one, because I missed that one and did this one. But it's pretty easy. It's right on top. Real easy to see. And this middle post here. And just do it gently, so even though these bands are really stretchy, you know, it's just kind of a pain to replace it. Although if one does break, this configuration is pretty easy to fix and remedy. Other bracelets I've done, you break one and oh my gosh, might as well just start over. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and finish the rest of these and show you how to finish it up. Well, actually not show you the next step because there's a lot more before finishing it. Alright, welcome back. But this bracelet, the colors are turning into like one happy burst of colors. So it should be really cute when it's done. Not my taste in colors this time in my life, but it still looks fun. So now we are going to loop out. Let's see. Remember there's double here if you did do the double cap. So take one and two, and then one and 2. And then we are going to go up the center, and we're going to do the center one, then out to the side, and you're probably going to have to push this down because it's pretty thick there. And we still have to put the bee color, my neon yellows, up and around. So push all this stuff down so we have room for the other bands. So we did that one, and then, come on, be coordinated, Debbie. And this one, and it's going to be the same thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that the waltz? No. But very, very easy, very simple. No problemo to do. Okay, I'll show you one more time, but I think you've got it. 1, 2, and 3. And remind yourself to push down each, as you go along, so you have less to push down later on. Ooh, that one's all a little funky. All right, since it's kind of a long bracelet here, I will get back to you, show you how to finish it. But I think most of you know, we're just going to do, going around as you would on the starburst, and then finish it off. But for those of you who are not familiar, I will be back and help. Hi there. I'm popping back in because I have a question that some of you, like amazing, like perfectionist loomers, like every band is like precisely perfect. As I'm going up the center here, I pull that one up, and then I go here. I don't usually have problems here. But when I come to this band and just go to put it on, well, now it's not doing it. But if you can see here and here and in several of them, it's all twisted. I don't know, for some reason that one came out right. Probably because I'm showing you my problem and it's not going to show. But I go up like this. Let's see if I can make it happen. That's probably perfect. It's not so much with this one, but this one tends to twist. Yeah, see that one? It's not really bad, but it's a little twisted. And some of them, like right here, it's not straight. Like this one's nice and straight, and this one's all twisty. I don't know if you can see it. If I can, let's see, where's the bad one? The bad one next to the good one. This is a bad one, and the one ahead of it's good. Nope. As close as I can get. Let me see. Oh, now you want to be problematic. So right there, I think you can see that one is twisty and that one's straight. So, anyways, if y'all can, any one of you can, on Instagram, let me know how to stop these from twisting on me. That would be great. Alrighty. The last band you should have done was bringing your bee color from here to here. And now we can come back and start. I mean, that was the A color. Excuse me. Let's do this again. The last thing you should have done was bring your A color from here to here. That should have been the last band. You should have done this one, and then finally this one. Now, you're to go and do around the, I guess they're starburst. Triangle burst? I don't know. So, let's see which one on this side. Okay, I guess I probably didn't have to do mirror image on this one, but you have to start, because I did mirror image on this side. You're going to have to go this way first. And then do these three. And then the fun part, trying to figure out, yeah, I think next time I'm just going to do whatever this way was, because it's easier to see, because I have to grab this band. It's just going to be a little harder to see than if I came out over here. Let me see how this is going to work. Okay. Am I on camera? I gotta stick my big head in the way. Actually, I have a little head. Anyways, we're going to pull this back, and we want... See, this is what I'm so afraid of, is, man, you grab the wrong one of these, and you just really mess up the design. Right, I did it right. So, most of you, I know you know how to do this, and for you beginners, if this gets too difficult, try the Starburst. It's simpler. It's only three pegs instead of 3 bars instead of 7, and then you can try this because you're doing the same thing. Just on this side, this is the one on top, so you have to make sure you grab that one first. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm such a dud. Okay, then we'll do these. Thing is, I have some of these lousy tutorials, problems in them, and especially when you get to big bracelets like this, it's like, ugh, to have to do it all over again. Okay, I am going to make sure, let's see, do this one, make sure we're centered. One more time. Sometimes you can kind of go off to the side right here, and then that makes sure you grab the right one. These neons are really stretchy. These probably should be fairly stretchy bands too, but they don't need to be as stretchy as the sea colored bands. Okay, so we'll do those 3, and then this one's easy because it's the only one left. Am I still on screen yet? Okay. Now let me show you on the other side. It's just going to be opposite again. Yeah, well. I'm just going over here to make sure I grab the right one. I don't know if you caught that. And then we'll pull this one out. And then this one. And then we do this one. So I guess it doesn't really matter how I laid these out. Whatever I did was fine. Okay. Now there are a lot of bands here. So which one? This one in the middle. Probably should have done the exact opposite way. Okay. It's really hard, but see, if you stretch here, you can see that this is the band you want, and so you can kind of see it off to the side here. So if you grab it over here, let's see, make sure you don't grab anything else. You get the right one. Whew. I did critters for a while, you know, made the octopus and the lion and all those things. But when you get into the neck part of all those critters, there's so many bands, and it's so stressful. They're cute as can be. My daughters adored them, and my granddaughter adored them as well, but holy cow, that takes a lot of courage to make those. I'm just not really good at grabbing the correct band. So anyways, I think I've done enough of those. You've seen it before, most of you, and if you haven't, I think I've provided enough footage that you can rewind and see how it's done, and hopefully most of it was on camera and not off here on the side somewhere. Then we'll be back to pull this off, finish it up and pull it off and see what I made. I'm so anxious to see what this color scheme looks like. Bye-bye. Alrighty, I finished all the little, borders of the flowers, and we just have these last couple bands on each side to finish doing. Can you see me? There we go. I hope I didn't miss anything. Okay. Now before we go, I need to introduce you to somebody. This is Tippy. He used to be a big fat kitty. He's got great big blue eyes. Show your blue eyes. There he is. There you are. He just turned 14, and his brother is still with us. His mother and father were our cats, and they were brother and sister. But Tippy is in, looks like, I believe, advanced kidney failure. He's losing the use of his back legs, and he's lost a lot of weight, so I don't think he's going to be with us very long. But he was the sweetest, sweetest kitty there ever was. Say hi. Yeah. Anyways, he just crawled up into my lap. We've had to leave him out in a, what we call our cat corral, because he always peed on everything since he was like 6 years old. Just ruined so much stuff. But now, our 11-year-old Olivia has been keeping him in her room because he is doing so poorly. And it's time to say goodbye to another loved pet. Those moments are so sad, but I want you all to see what a beautiful, beautiful animal he is. Therefore, he can't be seen anymore. Oh, it's Tippy. Okay. Before I turn to tears, let's finish off the bracelet. So now I'm going to reach in there and do that, and oh no, I forgot my clip. Let's see if it is. I need a fat one. Alrighty, got me a clip in my hair, and I'm going to pop it on, and now we get to take this off. It's got a lot of tension, it's kind of bowing in, so let's go. Here we go. Hopefully I got all the bands looped. Let's go on the outside first. I think this is a happy base. I think I'm glad I chose these bright happy colors, because
Happy day.
you have to celebrate the day and who's with us in it, right? Our little Tippy kitty is still with us, and I saw him eating something. He got something off the counter. He was able to jump up on the counter even though his legs kind of gave out under him. Oh, mozzarella cheese sticks, I hear from the peanut gallery to the right of me.
There.
Say hi. Say hello, Olivia.
Hi!
That's my sweet Olivia. Olivia Lucille. Middle name is after my mom, Lucille. And she is a major, major animal lover. She wants to save elephants when she gets bigger, and right now she just gets really, really angry when she sees any kind of cruelty to animals. She's got a great heart. And she'll do wonderful things for the betterment of animals who cannot defend themselves in most cases. So it's taken a little bit of a while to take off, but we're almost done. And I can't wait to see these colors. Yeah, I'm getting back in the groove here. It's at 10 p.m. I don't know if I'll do another one tonight. I'll probably just spend the time getting this, you know, on, what is it, Windows Movie Maker, get it edited and try to get it up tonight. Let's do another tutorial tomorrow. Almost as long as making the darn thing. I want to propose to Rainbow Loom. I saw that they made those Lumineer things or whatever. I forget, Lumineer things, where they're boards that you can attach together for people doing big projects and like doing those, what do you call those things? Where it's like a tapestry. But that doesn't really work, I don't think, because those are pegs would be set, these little pins would be set in place, so when you want to make these different configurations or wide, so I was thinking they should make, like, have 3 of these together, the big braces, but instead of having 1, 2, 3 pins, they should have 4 on each side, so we have, like, you know, these big honking things, and because this is all rickety with all these, you know, trying to splice together all these little pieces. So I am going to have to ask them about that, because I really like making all these big bracelets, but buying those other boards I don't think is going to work. See, it's all falling apart. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Oh, it's pretty, it's pretty, it's pretty. I love it. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Let's see, Tippy wear it. Tippy's going to model it for you. See how lovely it looks on his skinny little neck. Oh, that looks so good on you, Chip. So good. Yes, this is the back side. Not much to write home about. I mean, it looks close to the other side, but I think this side is a little bit neater. And my 11-year-old, my little fashion girl, she doesn't, I mean, this way you kind of have a ridge, but she didn't like it. She liked it where it was all the same surface, and I think I agree with her. She's always right when it comes to these things.
Of course I am.
And she just humbly agreed with me. So anyhow, let's see, how do we go finish this? This is my bracelet called Promise, because I named it that for the promise of hope, for the promise of a bright new day when we wake up the next morning, the promise of answers for things like breast cancer, which still needs answers to. So it's good to have a promise that good things will come. So if you like this design and want to see more of my tutorials, be sure to subscribe to Deb's Thing. And I am on Instagram at Deb's Thing. And you can see this here. And if I make, oh, and then I might post this one on there too. I don't know. And if I'm in the mood, I just might try another one. I got all those new colors to play around with. But I really like this. I love it, love it, love it. Look how happy it looks. It's happy, and I have to be happy right now because there's going to be a really sad day this week, by the end of this week, I think. But we will be grateful for the 14 years we had this wonderful little guy. Still have his brother and his half-sister. Huh?
I've only had him 10 years.
Oh, you only had him for 10 years. And we'll be happy for now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. I totally spaced out. Got distracted by my little kitty sitting in my lap. But I told you that I would show you what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections looks like on. I wear a 6 1/4 bracelet, inch bracelet, and I just have the cap band here and then the connector, so it just fits that way. You know, it doesn't come all the way around, but this is how I like mine. I like them like this. I don't like them coming, they're too claustrophobic if they go all the way around. So I wanted to make sure I showed you this so you can judge how many bands. And it's not snug, but it's like snug. You know, snug without being too tight snug. It's like borderline. So anyhow, that's what it looks like. See you later.